start today with the energy crisis in the U.S. that's left more than 5 million Americans without power. Bloomberg's Brian Sullivan covers world weather events and their impact on energy markets and joins me now from Boston with the latest. Brian, thanks so much for being here. I know this has been a really busy week for you. How did this happen?
So this actually began a few weeks ago with what they call a sudden stratospheric warming over the North Pole in early January. And what that means is a big dollop of warm air kind of pushes down on the North Pole and changes the weather patterns up there, weakens what is known as the polar vortex, which is what most people think of these cold outbreaks as, and that allows the cold to just spill down into North America, Europe, or Asia. And in this case, it was our turn. It just came right across Canada and right down the Great Plains and went all the way into Mexico.
When we think about the effect that this has had on people and energy grids, is this the type of thing that could be prevented? Obviously, the weather cannot be prevented, but is the effect that it's had on energy grids and power for millions of Americans, could that have been prevented?
I think the most stunning thing about this extreme event is that this is the second time in 6 months that a U.S. state has had its grid buckle because of extreme temperatures. California went through a similar thing, but of course it was heat. It was a heat wave in California in August that forced them to be unable to keep up with demand. And now, we're seeing the same thing in Texas. A lot of the heating across the U.S. South is electric heat. So every time you get a situation like this, everyone just cranks the thermostat and up goes the demand.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quicktake now for insight in an instant.